I'm standing on the platform, checking my watch again. Even though the schedule says the tracks reach their end, the wind is blowing cold through the tunnel's hollow throat. I'm shivering in the silence, clutching my winter coat. Everyone else has gone home, the station lights are dim, but I'm still looking for the shadow of the man I used to be with him. The ticket in my pocket is wrinkled and torn, a promise of a journey that was never even born. The iron is rusted, the signals are red, but I'm listening for the engine inside of my head. And I'm waiting for a train that already left, living in the echo of a beautiful theft. You took the destination and you took the rest. Now I'm just a traveler whose engine always fails. The conductor shouted final call a long time ago, but I'm paralyzed by the things I still don't know. Yeah, I'm standing in the station, a heart in a rest, just waiting for a train that already left. The benches are empty, the graffiti is old, like the stories of us that will never be told. I look down the line where the horizon turns gray, watching the ghost of your taillights fading away. It's a special kind of crazy, a specific kind of pain, to stand in the sun and still wait for the rain. I could walk to the exit, I could climb to the street, I could find a new rhythm for these tired feet. But if I leave this spot, then it's really the end, and I'm not ready to stop playing pretend. The tracks are silent, the platform is bare. I'm breathing in the smoke of a fire that's not there. Still waiting, yeah, I'm still here. The last light flickers out on a train that already left. I'm watching the clock crawl across the floor, tracing the sunlight until it hits the door. Everything here is a twin made of black, reminding me clearly that you aren't coming back. I sit in the chair where you used to read and realize that space is all I've got to feed. The sun's going down, but the darkness stayed in the wreckage of every promise we made. I'm reaching for outlines, I'm grasping at air, searching for proof that you were ever even there. Now I'm just dancing with shadows in the hall, watching our history The neighborhood's quiet, the street lamps are on, but the glow only shows me how much you are gone. I see your profile in the flicker of trees. I feel your cold fingers in the evening breeze. I'm haunted by versions of us that were right before we were swallowed by the coming of night. You're the stain on the carpet, the mark on the glass, the ghost in the mirror that I can't let pass. How do I shine when I'm covered in you? How do I hide from the bitter truth that I'm just dancing with shadows in the hall, watching our history burn on the wall? It's a silhouette haunted, a shape without soul, the part of the story I cannot control. I'm lost in the gray where the light used to be, living in the shadows of you and me. Just a flicker, a fading frame. I'm still calling out a darker name. Shadows, nothing with shadows. The ceiling fan is spinning like a record out of time, and I'm replaying every word, searching for a crime. I told you it was over, I told you I was fine, but the moonlight's acting like a true serum line. I looked so sure when I was walking out the door. Now I'm not even sure what I was fighting for. The silence in the kitchen is heavy and cold. The freedom I wanted is already getting old. I'm reaching for my phone just to see if you're awake, calculating every single choice I had to make. And it's second guesses at 3 a.m., wondering if I'll ever find a love like that again. Was it really broken or just a little bit? Now I'm drowning in the maybes and the way the feeling went. One minute I'm certain, the next I'm a mess, trading all my closure for a desperate lonely guess. Yeah, the ghosts come out to play when the world is thin, with these second guesses at 3 a.m. I remember the anger, it felt like a shield, but in the middle of the night, it's a wide open field. I'm remembering the way you used to breathe in your sleep, and the promises I made that were too heavy to keep. Is it pride that's stopping me from calling I'm standing my ground. At midnight I'm searching for the love that I drowned. By dawn I'll be guarded, I'll put on the mask. Right now there are questions I'm too scared to ask. Maybe I was right, maybe I was wrong. The shadows are getting short, but the night is so long. Just one more what if before the sun comes in. Yeah, it's just second guesses at 3 a.m. Thumb-slip rhythm of a late-night habit. A memory appears and I try not to grab it. The blue light is stinging, the house is so still. I tell myself I'm over it, I know I'm not, but still. You're wearing that sweater, the one with the hole, looking like you never lost a piece of your soul. My heart does a stutter, a skip in the beat, the coldest encounter on a digital street. I wanna stop moving, I wanna go back, but the screen keeps on feeding the things that I lack. So I'm scrolling past your face like it doesn't even hurt, like I didn't find your heartbeat underneath my shirt. A half-second glance at the life that you lead is a jagged little pill that I don't wanna need. I'm practicing the art of the casual swipe, trying to outrun all the almost and hype. But the faster I move, the more I'm erased, just a ghost in static, scrolling past your face. You're out at that diner, the one with the neon, with people I don't know and shouldn't be seeing. You look so much lighter, you look so much free, while I'm trapped in the glow of a dead memory. I could like the picture, I could leave a small sign, but I'd rather stay hidden on my side of the line. Is it muscle memory or a masochist game to look for the spark and then fan the flame? Every scroll is a choice, every swipe is a lie, saying hello to a ghost just to tell it goodbye. Just a stranger now, just a picture and a grid. I'm doing okay. I know that I lie, yeah, I'm just precious building, the surface is glass. I'm watching the world and the sailboats pass. I used to reach up, I used to fight for the air, but I looked at the sky and you weren't there. The weight of your silence is a leading weight, pulling me down to a quiet fate. I thought I would drown when you let go of my hand, but I'm finding a life far away from the land. Now I'm learning to breathe underwater, finding the rhythm in the deep and the blue. I'm becoming the tide's lonely daughter, learning to live without the oxygen of you. It's cold and it's heavy, and the light's getting dim, but I've given up looking for a reason to swim. I'm learning to breathe underwater, in the space where we used to be true. The salt in my lungs feels a lot like the tears that I've been holding back for a million years. Down here it's peaceful, down here it's still. The ghost of your ghost can't break my will. I'm watching our memories drift like the sand, slipping right through the grip of my hand. They told me the water would swallow me whole, that the grief was a current that would steal my soul. But the deeper I sink, the less that it hurts to leave behind all of your hollow words. Now I'm learning to breathe in the water, finding the rhythm in the deep and the blue. I'm becoming the tide's lonely daughter, learning to live without the oxygen of you. It's cold and it's heavy, and the lights getting dim, but I've given up looking for a reason to swim. And to breathe underwater, in the space where we used to be true. Bubbles rising to a world I don't know. I'm letting it go, I'm letting it go. Just breathe, just breathe. Down here I can finally breathe. The phone lights up on the nightstand floor, but it's not the signal I'm waiting for. Just weather alerts and a low battery chime, a clock that keeps ticking, ignoring our time. I went to the settings, I went to your name, and I turned off the sound to keep me sane. But the quiet is louder than the ringtone used to be. I'm tired of jumping at every vibration, tired of seeking a ghost validation. I put you in a box where the noise can't get through, but I'm still holding my breath for a word from you. Now it's just muted notifications and a hollow screen, the loneliest silence that there's ever been. I'm blocking the echoes, I'm killing the spark, so your name doesn't cut through the middle of the dark. It's a mercy for my heart, it's a shield for my head, to leave all the things that you haven't said unread. Yeah. I see the red bubble, a one in the corner, the digital marks of a late night mourner. I know if I click it, the fever will start. The how are you doing that tears me apart. So I leave it in limbo, I leave it in gray. It's the only way I can get through the day. Is it really silence if I'm hearing your voice? Is it really a boundary if I don't have a choice? I'm staring at the toggle, the on and the off, trying to be hard when my spirit is soft. No vibration, no ping, no nothing at all. I finally stopped waiting for you to call, but I still check the screen, just in case. But not forgotten. I'm standing at the counter, trying to play it cool, but I'm breaking every single travel light rule. The agent looks at me with a sympathetic stare. She says you've got too much baggage to get up in the air. I try to tell her it's just the basics, just the things I need. But I'm packed to the brim with every word and every deed. I'm dragging the if-onlys and the should-have-beens through the metal detectors and the crowded security lines. It's weighing down my shoulder, it's bruising up my skin. The cost of the places that we've already been. is a heavy carry-on. I remember the morning I watched you pack your bags while I sat in the corner just counting the snacks. I thought if I stayed quiet you'd find a reason to stay, but I just let the silence push you further away. Now I'm boarding this flight with a ghost by my side, and a million I'm sorries I'm forced to outride. They tell me to leave it at the lost and found, to let the dead weight just fall to the ground. But what if the word is the last thing I own? The only thing keeping me from being alone. Fasten your seatbelts, check the latch on the door. I'm 1,000 miles high, but I'm still on the floor. Yeah, it's heavy, so heavy. Regret is a heavy carry-on. I'm reaching for the coffee, but the cup is dancing tunes, echoing the emptiness of quiet afternoons. I've got this nervous energy, a fire in my wrists, like my body's fighting shadows in a fog that won't desist. But beneath the frantic motion, there's a heavy, hollow space where the world has stopped its spinning since I last saw your face. I'm a hummingbird in winter, fluttering for life, while the middle of me's frozen by the sharp edge of the knife. I got shaking hands, but I still heart. One is trying to move, one is falling apart. I'm rattling the cage of the man I used to be, while the center of my chest is a dead and silent sea. The trim won't stop, but the beat won't stop. I'm just shaking hands and a broken, still heart. I try to write a letter, but the pen just jumps away, as if it knows there isn't any word left for me to say. My fingers crave the friction of your skin against my own. of this cold and final no. But the more my fingers tremble, the deeper down I go. I got shaking hands, but it's still hard. One is trying to move, one is falling apart. I'm riding in the cage of the man I used to be, while the center of my chest is a dead and silent sea. The tremor won't stop. I'ma believe it all stopped in just shaking hands and a broken, still heart. Steady, I'm flying, dreaming unsteady, but the ghost of you is heavy, and my pulse is light. I'm shaking through the day, I'm frozen through the night. Still heart. Still.
The music ends abruptly on a sharp tremolo guitar or violin note.
The bars on the screen dropping to zero, in a story that doesn't have a hero. I'm standing on the porch in the freezing rain, waving my phone like it could heal the pain. I dialed your number just to hear the machine, but all I get is the space in between. The dial tone's flat, a long, lonely line, cutting the connection of your heart and mine. Now the signal is lost, the screen's gone black, there's no frequency that's gonna bring you back. I'm shouting in ecstatic, I'm reaching for the air, but the satellites are empty and you aren't there. We're out of range, we're off the map, falling through the silence of a digital gap. Now the signal is lost, and I'm just a ghost in the frost. I remember when the spark was a lightning bolt. Now I'm just waiting for a tiny little jolt. Of a typing bubble that never appears through the white noise of my lonely fears. The GPS is spinning, it can't find the way to the us that we buried just yesterday. Are you on the other end staring at the dark? Or did you delete the flame and forget the spark? I'm an island in the middle of a wireless sea, with no one left to transmit back to me. Now the signal is lost, the screen's gone black, there's no frequency that's gonna bring you back. I'm shouting in ecstatic, I'm reaching for the air, but the satellites are empty and you aren't there. disconnected. Electronic beat or the sound of radio static. I'm walking through the hallway of a life we used to lead, tripping over shadows and the words we didn't need. The kitchen smelling empty, the kettle's turning cold, like every little promise that we never got to hold. I've packed away the pictures, I've scrubbed the floors of us, but there's a stubborn silver lining turning into rust. My hand is on the switch, but my heart is on the floor. I'm terrified of what I'll be when I walk out that door. 'Cause I'm the last light burning in a house that's gone dark, the final little flicker of a once upon a spark. Everyone else is sleeping and you're already gone, but I'm standing in the window waiting for a hollow dawn. It's lonely being the one who has to say the night is through. I'm the last light in the house, the last thing left of you. The sofa has an imprint where you used to read your books. Now it's just a desert of cold and distant looks. I've checked the locks 3 times now, but I can't lock out the ache of knowing I'm the only thing that's left for you to break. Silence is so heavy, it's ringing in my ears, a symphony of static built of all these wasted years. If I flip the switch, is it really the end? Does the memory die if there's no one to tend to the glow in the corner, to the warmth in the hall? Or am I just a shadow staring at a blank wall? Of you, click. Now the dark is complete, click. I can hear my own heartbeat. I'm standing on the porch now, the keys are under the mat. I was the last light and I can't go back to that. No, I tried to say hello when I saw you in the hall, but the words got stuck against the sudden wall. I swallowed down the sorry and the please don't go, until they piled up like a drift of winter snow. Now my neck is tight and my breath is coming short, stuck in the wreckage of a broken down resort. It's the weight of the I love yous that I never got to say, harder than a diamond turning into clay. It's the lump in my throat, the size of a stone, the anchor of a man who's living all alone. It's every jagged memory, every silent plea, choking out the oxygen of what's left of me. I wanna scream your name until the windows break, but I'm strangled by the silence of a heart about to quake. Yeah, it's a heavy kind of heartache, a bitter kind of cold, and I can't breathe past the lump in my throat. I'm drinking ice water just to numb the local ache, but there isn't any remedy for a clean and quiet break. I see you laughing with a stranger by the bar, and it feels like I'm swallowing the light of a dying star. I wanna tell you how the house feels like a tomb, but the words are just a tangle in a dark and dusty room. If I could just spit it out, maybe I'd be free. Maybe I could finally find the man I used to be, but it's lodged in my spirit, it's grafted to the bone, a monument of sorrow that I've built on my own. It's the lump in my throat, the size of a stone, the anchor of a man who's living all alone. It's every jagged memory, every silent plea, choking out the oxygen of what's left of me. I wanna scream your name until the windows break, but I'm strangled by the silence of a heart about to quake. Yeah, it's a heavy kind of chording, a bitter kind of cold, and I can't breathe past the lump in my throat. The lump in for air, but the air is too thin. I'm losing the battle from the inside in. It's stuck, it's still stuck. The stone, the end. I'm standing at the fork where the asphalt turns to dust. Looking at the map we drew in a fever dream of trust. To the left is the city where we said we'd buy a home. To the right is the wilderness where I'm forced to walk alone. The engine's still idling, the passenger seat is bare. I'm breathing in the ghost of you still lingering in the air. I see our phantom footprints in the gravel and the weeds, following a ghost light where the lonely spirit leads. It's a beautiful direction, a perfect place to be, but the us I see ahead of me is a lie I can't unsee. And oh, it's the road not taken together, the one day and the someday and the maybe if we're better. I'm staring down the highway that we never got to drive, the only place where you and I are still somehow alive. I see the porch lights glowing in a town that doesn't exist, in a life we didn't choose, in a morning made of mist. I'm turning back the wheel, but the weather's getting rough on the road not taken together. I pass a little diner and I think of what you'd say. Let's stop and get some coffee, we've got time to waste the day. But the window's just a mirror and the coffee's bitter black, and there isn't any U-turn that can ever take me back. Every mile I travel is a mile away from we, a slow and steady drowning in a solitary sea. Is there a parallel world where we didn't let it break, where we ignored the warning signs for the sake of the mistake? I'm driving into the sunset, but I'm looking in the rear view, still seeing your shadow, still seeing the I do. It's a long way home, when home is a place we never reached, the road not taken together. I found the folder tucked away on the drive, back when we thought this story was would survive. The margins are filled with the notes that you wrote. Add more laughter here, a little heart on a note. We had the end all planned in our heads, but now the ink's bleeding and the paper is shreds. We were on page 29 when the dialogue fell, and the ship that we built simply never sailed. Hitting the lines that we'll never get to say. The I do's and the forevers that got in the way. It's a master class in what could have been a beautiful movie that nobody's seen. And it's the script we never finished, the scene we never shot, the happily ever after that the universe forgot. I'm staring at a cliffhanger, a heart left in the air, while you're out there living a life we didn't share. I wanna write a sequel, I wanna change the part where the hero goes missing and breaks my whole heart. But the pen is dry and the light is getting diminished on a script we never finished. There's a scene in the kitchen, a dance in the rain. Now reading it back is a specific kind of pain. I was supposed to reach out, you were supposed to stay, but we both missed our cues and just drifted away. No dramatic music, no curtains to fall, just a dial tone ringing in an empty hall. Do I archive the file? Do I burn every page? Or do I keep acting on this hollowed out stage? Every I love you is a lie I still know, but I'm playing to an audience that left hours ago. Fade to black, the credits won't roll, just a hole in the story and a hole in my soul. Yeah, it's over, but the words stay behind. In the script we never finished. I'm biting my lip just to feel something sharp, tracing the cracks in this hollowed out heart. The air in this kitchen is heavy and thick, like a fever that's lingered, making me sick. I've been chewing on words that I should've let go. Now they're heavy as iron and starting to show. There's a copper red ghost at the back of my throat, the wreckage of us in a sinking wood boat. And it's a taste of pennies and the salt of the tears, the metallic remains of our wasted years. One is the blood from a heart stretched too thin, the other's the nectar of where we have been. I'm starving for light, but I'm swallowing rust, watching our gold turn back into dust. Yeah, it's pennies and tears, the only flavor left in my fears. I lick the envelope on the letter I'll burn, waiting for lessons I'm never gonna learn. My mouth is a graveyard of things left unsaid, a collection of silver, a treasury of dead. Every kiss that we traded had a bittersweet tang. Now it's just the vibration of a bell that you rang. Cheap and discarded it like change on the floor. That's how I'm feeling. And as you walk out the door, copper and walnut, the recipe for blue, the chemistry left over me without you. And it's the taste of pennies and the salt of the tears, the metallic remains of our wasted years. One is the blood from a heart stretched too thin, the other's the nectar of where we have been. I'm starving for light, but I'm swallowing rust, watching our gold turn back into dust. Yeah, it's pennies and tears, the only flavor left in my fears. Bitter on the tongue, heavy in the chest. I'm spitting out the memories, I'm laying it to rest. Just a copper stain goodbye, just a salt water lie, pennies and tears.
To this county single, sharp acoustic guitar pluck.
The cursor's blinking like a heartbeat on the screen, in a folder full of secrets and the space in between. I've got 17 versions of I'm sorry and stay, but I'm terrified to send them, so I look the other way. Just a graveyard of sentences that'll never be read, collecting digital dust inside of my head. My fingers on the trigger, but I never pull the line. I'm just an architect of words that'll never be mine. It's a safe kind of lonely, it's a quiet kind of hell, to have 1,000 things to say and no one to tell. And it's all be the crafts of a life lived in pieces and unsent drafts. I edited the part where I said I couldn't sleep because some promises are just too expensive to keep. I deleted the miss you and I changed it to hey. Then I wiped the whole thing out and just walked away. It's easier to hide behind a draft that's incomplete than to face the empty echo of a heart in retreat. Maybe one day I'll be brave enough to click, to let the truth breathe and make the heartbeat stick. But for now, they're just pixels, cold and